Welcome back to another episode of Happier at Work. I'm Heather Patterson, and thank you for tuning in. It's November. That means that we are going to talk about thankfulness. Now this week, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to tell you a story that I have gotten permission to tell. It involves me and my sister and my boyfriend. So if you don't know me well and don't know my boyfriend well, then you don't know that we live in Hawaii. And in Hawaii, the seasons, well, they change. We have seasons, but there's very subtle differences when the seasons change here, as opposed to places like Maryland, where I'm from, where it's very clear when the seasons are changing. One of my favorite things about the seasons changing is the fall colors. It's like the best thing. And so last year, I took my boyfriend, his name is Kama, I took him to Maryland, or we went to Maryland. I didn't take him, kidnap him. We went to Maryland together, and it was his first time on the East Coast during fall. He has never seen the fall colors. So as you can imagine, he was just enamored. Wow, this is beautiful. And me, I'm from there, but I've lived in Hawaii for 9 years. I don't get off the island in fall very often. So of course I was also like, wow, this is beautiful. Part of the visit was to see my family, of course. And so my sister, she's like looking at us like, what? Why are you so excited about this fall thing and these leaves? They're pretty now, but somebody's got to rake these things up. And of course, I don't have to rake those up. We got to go on our airplane back to paradise a few days later, and the leaves on the ground were not our problem. So fast forward an entire year later, I'm on the phone with her recently, and she says, you know what? This year is something different. Something different has happened. And I'm like, ooh, tell me. Like, I want to know. She's just said, I don't know. It's been beautiful days, and the colors are at their peak right now. And I just saw it. I saw what you and Kama saw, the beauty and the beauty around me that I once looked at as like a lot of work, and realized, man, it's right here. It's just right here. You guys, I'm getting a little teary talking about it, because to know that us just talking about how we thought something was beautiful had an impact on someone else. That really just hits my heart, and it brings the things that we talk about here to life. And then she went on to tell me that she shared, her new appreciation with a friend, and how they were touched by that conversation as well. And I just was like, wow, big beaming hearts like shooting out of me, just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So of course that story got me thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, Stephanie, that's my sister's name, Steph, I gotta share this. Can I share this? And of course she said, yes, you can share it. And so I'm sharing it with you right now, because I can't help but wonder, well, what's happening at work that we sometimes view as laborious or a challenge or a problem, that someone else, maybe in a different firm or in a different place in their career, or with a different skill set or familiarity, might look at as beautiful, or as an opportunity, or as innovative. You might think it's awful, and they have another fondness for it. I want to challenge you. We're in the month of November. It's the time to be thankful and have gratitude. What about your working conditions or space or place or job or role are you maybe taking for granted? Maybe you have a lens of labor on when you could change that lens and put on the lens of beauty and adoration and goodness. And what do you see? That's my challenge for you this week. Find the good, find the beauty. It is around you. I promise. If you take this challenge seriously and you find some good, I want to hear about it. Will you please make a comment in the comments area below? Or you can even shoot me a private message. I'm at heather@happiertd.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. It is a pleasure to serve you. And I just